Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this elite figure. It is the Arbiter from Jazwares, and here's how he looks outside of packaging. And it comes with the storm rifle, the energy sword, and then 5 extra hands. One is gripping the energy sword, one is for the rifle, and then we have a gesture hand, and then a closed hand, another closed hand, and then an open hand, and here's another gesture hand. And that's everything that comes with this elite, and it looks quite nice. It's actually quite big, actually, yeah. The armor, I wish it was the Halo 1 armor. Was it Halo 1 or Halo 2? I'm not sure. The silver one. That one looks quite good. I like that one a little bit more. But this one's nice too. Don't get me wrong. But it's just I prefer that armor a little bit more. And if you're wondering about his height, he stands about 8 inches in height, including the hump on his back. So yeah, 8 inches, quite tall. And here's how tall he is next to a Spartan. So you can see he towers over a Spartan. Well, I guess the head level is pretty much the same height as the Spartan. And if you look at him from the side, you can see he is eye to eye with the Spartan. And here's the back side of the Spartan. I mean, the elite. What am I saying? What do I keep saying? It's Spartan. Yeah, elite. The Arbiter. Alright, so here's a good look at his face, I guess. Kinda see his face underneath the helmet. So as far as articulation, head is on a somewhat of a rotation joint. Even though it's a peg that's attached to the head, movement is quite limited as far as where you can look. And yeah, I mean, you should be able to look up and down a little bit, but I cannot get it to work. So right now it's just head tilting. So here are the ball hinge joint, shoulders, it's ratcheting, so that's good. And then it has bicep rotation, double jointed elbows. With it being so thick, it helps. Even though this is a somewhat of a rubbery joint, it's fine with this one. I'm okay with it. And then there's a hinge joint for the wrist. And then torso is exactly the same as all the other Spartans. So there is some movement actually, so quite nice, much better than the Spartans. Here you can see the elite can go sideways a little bit and even do a little bit of a crunch. And as for the legs, these are on ball joint right there. It's kind of hard to see. And there's a thigh swivel, but somewhat limited as far as how much you can rotate. And then these are single jointed hinges for the legs. So the chicken legs, you could extend his leg even more, I guess, if you want to. Same thing, ratcheting ball hinge joint down here, single joint here, single joint here. So quite nice actually. And if you extend his leg a little bit more, I think he's going to be a little bit taller. So I would say about 8.5 inches or so. And then the feet flat, so he's going to stand real well on the ground. You're not going to have any trouble with him toppling over once you get him in a good standing position. And here you can see he is a little bit taller now. His head is not to the Spartan's eye level anymore because I extended his leg a little bit more without bending it, so he's straighter, so he's actually taller now. I would say he's about 8.5 to almost 9 inches in height now. Alright, so let us get a closer look at the armor itself. There's a lot of things going on with this armor. It is quite nice. Patterns all over him. Kind of reminds me of an armadillo. Here's the back side again. Really nice markings throughout the armor. Here's another look. I think the armor is supposed to be gold color, but to me in person it looks more brown than gold, and it doesn't have the reflective surfaces on this armor either. So don't expect it to look. It would have been nice if it looked like the visor of some of the Spartans with the reflective reflective chrome layer. That would have been nice if this armor is covered with that. And here's what the storm rifle looks like while the Elite is holding it. And here's the Elite with the energy sword. The sword is warped because it is a softer type of plastic. And I think once you heat it up, you should be able to flex it back into original shape. And same thing with all the energy swords. There is a little piece of plastic that's connecting the two blades together. Whoa, it's hunting. So at the end of the day, still a very impressive piece. I do recommend this, and if you're a Halo fan, you might want to pick it up. It's gonna set you back. I believe this one was $35, somewhere around there. Got it through GameStop.com. So there you go. And that's the Elite, well, the Arbiter from Jazwares. Thanks for watching.